Well, the Steam Machine might actually be a flop. So Valve finally released all the information on the Steam Machine, such as the hardware specs and even the mysterious price point, which we'll get into further in the video. And even though we know more information now about the Steam Machine, it's left a lot of us with more questions than answers. Like, who on earth is Valve's target audience for this machine? Because as you'll see in this video, the Steam Machine doesn't really hit the sweet spot of console gamers or the PC market. Let's start with the hardware. This stuff is straight up outdated. The Steam Machine's GPU is built on 2023 level technology, a semi-custom AMD RDNA 3 with 8.9 teraflops and 8 gigabytes of DDR6 VRAM. 8 gigabytes of VRAM. In 2026, you can kiss any hopes of high quality textures, high quality resolution, and ray tracing goodbye. This thing is equivalent to past generation graphics cards like the RX 7600, Nvidia RTX 3060 Ti, and RTX 4060. And on the console side, its performance sits right in between an Xbox Series S and a base PS5. Ouch. They're not gonna straight up tell you this, but this is a 1080p to barely 1440p level graphics card. And even though Valve claims 4K 60 FPS, that's heavily relying on FSR upscaling and some compromising settings tweaks to even hope to approach anything remotely close to a playable 4K 60 experience. Oh yeah, and there's no frame gen. Like I said, outdated. The CPU is solid for gaming. We have a 6-core, 12-thread Zen 4 CPU. But again, we're talking about 2022 to 2023 architecture. Hate to say it, but future titles are gonna eat this hardware for breakfast. But wait, you're getting 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, which is absolutely acceptable today. Keyword, acceptable, but far from ideal. Future gaming titles will absolutely require more RAM, and you're having to share that with the system, which will take a toll over time. And guys, I hate to say, it doesn't get better from here, because even with the storage, there's some weird stuff going on. They're only offering a 512 gigabyte or 2 terabyte version. You can just tell that they got annihilated by the shifting market, because the sweet spot for a current home entertainment device is clearly 1 terabyte of storage, and that's completely missing here. But you get a micro SD slot, and the storage is upgradable if you feel like dropping an arm and a leg on a bigger M.2 drive. So is there anything good about Valve's GameCube? Well, yeah, the Steam Machine is compact, has an easily customizable outer shell, and quietly fits into your living room for console-like convenience with the full spectrum of PC flexibility. And that flexibility is exactly where the Steam Machine might actually have some shine. You're running Steam OS optimized for a big screen. You get instant resume, seamless Steam integration, controller-friendly interface, and Proton. When you put Proton and Steam together, you get a huge gaming library of PC games from both Steam and Windows. So now to the important part. How much is this thing gonna cost you? Well, it ain't pretty, folks. While Valve stated that the original target price point for the 512 gigabyte versions was around $750, that's now a pipe dream, because this mid-tier 2023 level machine is going for $1,049 for the 512 gigabyte version and a whopping $1,340 for the 2 terabyte version. Neither of these come with the controller included, and so you have to add an extra $79 on top of that if you want the bundle. Absolutely unacceptable. Because who's gonna buy this? Console players aren't gonna buy this because they can simply get a PS5, Xbox Series X, or PS5 Pro for hundreds of dollars less and get better performance. Or they could wait a few years to get an Xbox Helix or PS6 with much better performance for probably about the same or less than this machine. So then is this thing for the PC gamer enthusiast? I don't think the PC gamer enthusiast is spending an extra $1,000 for this weaker machine when they could simply spend that same amount of money to upgrade the powerful system they already have. And even though Valve claims the Steam Machine is more powerful than 70% of average PC gamers, which is probably true because most PC gamers have entry-level last-gen systems, but there is simply no logical reason for them to spend over $1,000 on the Steam Machine when they could put that same amount of money into the system they already have to upgrade it, or build a similarly priced system from scratch which actually runs circles around the Steam Machine. So, I think this thing sells to the die-hard Valve fanboy, and hardly anybody else, which I'm not sure is a sustainable model for Valve. The general consensus from the gaming community and larger channels like Linus Tech Tips, Gamers Nexus, and Digital Foundry seem to all be the same. The Steam Machine seems to be a cool-looking machine, quiet, efficient, with convenient software and operating system, but the price for this outdated hardware and weaker gaming performance is just not acceptable at this moment in time. The Steam Machine releases June 29th, 2026. Instead of first come, first serve, Valve is instituting a randomized queue system, so you better get on it if you want one of these things. So, what do you think about the Steam Machine? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it something you're interested in? Comment below what you think about it, and I'll see you in the next one.